Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Peace Break here on Peace Point Meditation. Today is Friday, June 26, 2020. We are almost done with the month of June. I remember when this month first started, I was saying how we are now in the second half of 2020. And here I am today saying that we are almost done with this month. So time is going by really quick, and I'm glad for the viewers who continuously join us every evening for Peace Break here on Peace Point Meditation, streaming live from the Demakai International Meditation Center in Azusa, California, on Facebook and YouTube. Before I go into the summary of last night's topic by Venerable Sophon, I would like to remind everyone about the new online meditation times here for Peace Point Meditation. Peace Break is now from Friday through Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. local time here in California. And then we have the intro to meditation classes Sunday mornings from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and Thursday evening. So a slight change for Thursday. It is now from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. local time here in California as well. So for those of you who tune in on Thursday night for the peace time, don't forget it is now from 5 p.m. to 6 instead of 7 p.m. to 8:30. And of course, Sunday morning is still the same, and as well as Friday through Wednesday. So continue to join us here on Peace Point Meditation and continue to meditate with us. We always emphasize on the importance of continuously practicing meditation so that you kind of don't lose track of your meditation practice and you continue to get better and better with each and every session. I know that each session might not be the same. You might have some bad days, but that is normal. It's better than, not practicing at all. So yes, Peace Point Meditation here. We still have it every single day. And also another announcement is that our full moon meditation will take place on Friday, July 3rd, 2020 from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. here on Peace Point Meditation. We will actually have it on Zoom meeting this time. We're going to kind of do it differently. I know that in the previous months, we would have the full moon event as a webinar, but we would like to change it up and kind of try it as a meeting so that everyone could see the other participants as well as myself and Ron, who will be hosting the next month's full moon as well. So I think that would be that would encourage a lot more participation amongst the participants, right? You could kind of see which of your friends joined and kind of talk to everyone before we start the meditation. And this month, or July, I'm sorry, we will have Venerable John Palamai, who has a PhD and who is one of the main teaching monks at our Dhammakaya temple in Thailand. He teaches for Peace Revolution, which is the same nonprofit organization as Venerable Pasurat. So you might wonder who Venerable John is, just tune in to the full moon event on the 3rd of July, and you will all get to meet him. And hopefully you will enjoy his guidance and as well as his teachings, because he teaches all over the world as well, many countries similar to Venerable Pasurat. So he will have a lot of experiences to share with everyone. So that would be a very good full moon event that we have planned for everyone. So don't forget to mark your calendar for July 3rd, 2020 here on Peace Point Meditation, and you have to register this time. So we will be sending out the emails to everyone who is on the email list for the link to register, and hopefully we will see you there on July 3rd. Okay. So last night, Venerable Sophon actually talked about one of my favorite topics. Well, one of my favorite events that I was able to experience as well as when I was in Thailand. And his topic for last night was peace in time in the hardship. So in Thailand, for those of you who tuned into the meditation last night, there was Tamashai Tatunga, or also known as a pilgrimage, that took place in the year 2015. Venerable Sopon talked about that year because that was the year that he was able to participate in this pilgrimage. But this pilgrimage actually started back in, I want to say, 2012, after Thailand faced a big flood that kind of devastated many provinces in Thailand. And Venerable Sophon's teacher, who was in charge of this pilgrimage, wanted to kind of revive the livelihood of the people living in Thailand. That during that time, of course, everyone was going through hardships and no one could really do anything. Everyone was kind of coming back physically, emotionally, from the flood that, like I said, devastated a lot of Thailand. And he organized this pilgrimage in order to bring peace, bring serenity to the people in the suburbs, in the provinces in and around Bangkok. So, his idea was, okay, why not bring the monks to the people when the people need them the most? So the first year, 2012, I was actually there for all the previous, let's say, 5 years, covering the news and covering the events that took place during the pilgrimage. And it was great to see, just how people reacted to seeing the monks. There was over 1,000 monks walking in a straight line, lined with flower petals. The first year was roses. No, the first 2 years it was with rose petals. And the last couple of years we used marigold petals. So it was really nice to see the monks kind of, walking in a straight line, over 1,000 of them, and just carrying their tent and an alms bowl. And they were kind of just bringing peace to the people who came out to support them. Not only people here not only people in Thailand, but also people who were visiting from other countries around the world. Because how often is it that you see so many monks walking in a pilgrimage like that? Kind of just, it brings peace, it brings serenity, and what a great time for something like that to happen during a time of hardship. And like Venerable Sophon said, during something like that, the monks who are walking in the pilgrimage are practicing and training themselves to have patience and also to meditate as they're walking, because they're walking over 12 miles a day. And this pilgrimage was a 30 days pilgrimage. So you can only imagine the total distance that they walked. It was like over 400 kilometers, right? So when they're doing that, they have to practice and they have to train themselves. And what they have in their hand is just, the tent, like I said, and an alms bowl. So basic necessities that you really need to survive. So that was a really great topic that Venerable Sophon talked about. And I'm so happy that I was able to kind of see those photos and kind of relive those experiences and relive those memories, because it was something very special. It was something very peaceful to witness for myself. And also I was able to kind of share the news with people around the world. So that was great. So thank you, Venerable Sophon, for talking about that. So without further ado, I would like to go ahead and introduce Venerable Sophon for tonight's guided meditation as well as wisdom talk. For his wisdom talk, he will talk about the importance of pausing. So don't forget to stay tuned for that after meditation. So Venerable Sophon graduated in engineering from Chiang Mai University, Thailand, and he's been ordained as a monk for 6 years. He has over 25 years of meditation practice, and he is a current resident monk at the Dhammakai International Meditation Center in Azusa, California. And he is also a teaching monk here for Peace Point Meditation. And his motto is, once the mind is clear, the problems are clear. So welcome, Venerable Sophon. Namaskar.
Hello, Jalanpon, Amy.
Namaskar.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So nice to see you, and thank you for being a host today. And yeah, you talk about a pilgrimage, Tudong Thambachai pilgrimage, walking for the monk. That remind me again from yesterday, and it's really the time is really short for yesterday. So actually, I also have your video that you announced, like I have the report on video as well, but it's kind of long video, so I just cut it short for that one. So hopefully we can share the one that you done with the report. So yeah, this wonderful experience, wonderful memory that you also be part of that. And so that is the part of journey that everyone have passed that. And I also really impressed myself that once in my lifetime that I be part of the create the peace energy and kind of support people's spirituality in the hardship in Thailand since 2012. And my year is the fourth year of that. So there's still a lot of benefits for people not only people who greeting, for the monks as well, obviously, with the walking straight line, 30 days, 300 miles, that's very hard, very hard. But with meditation, one thing, meditation itself that can make it through it without losing the hope, and can overcome the obstacles during walking. So that is what my experience, that really happy, really appreciate that. So
Yeah, because I remember when I was, out on location and
Yeah.
interviewing the people who were there. I remember just looking at the monks, and when they were walking, they just looked straight ahead, and you could
Yes.
tell that they were very calm, just holding their tent and just walking. And of
Yeah.
course, many people who are lined up along the side of the street, they're bowing and
Right.
saying, thank you and all that stuff. But all the monk is doing is just focusing on, walking, and you could tell that they're stealing their minds at the center
Have
of
to.
the body. Yeah.
It's a must. You have to focus on walking. Otherwise, sometimes the sunlight is very strong, that let the monk feel sleepy easily. So we have to close your eyes and focus on the feet and walking step by step, pace by pace. So I remember one time that I almost lose my concentration, my focus. I almost walked through the crowd because the sun does hit my eyes, and at that point I'm very sleepy. But with the meditation, and kind of bring my awareness back to the center, and then can let me back to the path again.
Yeah, and of course, like there are certain parts of the pilgrimage where you're walking through busy streets and you have to cross big streets and all that stuff. There's construction going on and just everything. So you really have to, always keep your mind at the center without getting distracted.
Many distractions. Many
Yeah.
distractions. From people, not only from people that walking by, from the building, from the business, from some food, for example, like street food probably. That also
the smell.
smell temptation me to be patient, don't pay attention to that, something like that. I focus and keep walking. So eventually, we get there and be proud of the monks are very proud of themselves to be part of the pilgrimage program that can live up and train themselves with the strong mind, and that I would say that most of them can ordain longer than they planned, because the longer they can maintain in the monkhood, the more the energy that they can share with their beloved ones who like to see them be like a good person. In Buddhist belief that whoever ordained for their family, so it kind of bring the blessing to their family, and especially their parent. So this is very important.
Yeah. I would like to rejoice in your merits again, Manuel Sophon, for being a part of that.
Thank you. All right, get back to our program. Please break.
Yes.
So I'd like to welcome everyone again. That's my part that I want to see who is coming now. If we can see here, we have King Pet, right? King Pet from Facebook, and two people from Facebook, one person from YouTube, and it's okay. So we keep going, and whoever come later, just go ahead and practice meditation together from Pittsburgh. And today I also want to remind everyone about our meditation technique, as well as sometimes we thought that meditation is our routine or something, like we already knew the technique, and we also knew the how to bring the mind back to the center of the body. This is what we know. We have learned and trained our mind every day. And sometimes we think it's just like a daily basis of the practice. But as long as we practice as long as we practice regularly, it is the accumulation of the peace energy in our mind. So it doesn't mean that we doesn't gain anything, even though we may feel like nothing happened, not really profound experience, not really happy, not really peaceful. So that is because of we have the expectation, too much expectation on the practice. So my teacher always teaches me and many practitioners that every time we start meditation, we need to keep the present moment. Our practice at the moment we practice, don't to expect anything, because the peace or true happiness already there, just waiting for us to get there. As I compare with the journey, that we know that this direction go to the place that we want to go, and we just prepare our car, prepare our mind, ourselves, our belongings, our stuff, or everything that we use in the journey to go on the journey of peace. Just keep the perfection or the body and mind to get ready to be in the journey of peace with the technique of 4C, as I said, comfort, both mind and body, and keep the feeling of comfortable feeling and the mindfulness with ourselves along the way of the peace journey. And that's it. So, but the important thing is we keep going with mindfulness, with the consciousness, and on and on. As long as we have mindfulness or consciousness, the continuity or consistency will come automatically. And one thing I want to add on today as a tip, as we should observe our mind and body frequently. Okay, if we feel like we have less peace or less happiness, and we feel uncomfortable either in the physical body part or the mind, the physical body part, obviously we can feel it right away, right? We get numb, we get a physical ache, right? And sometimes we feel hungry, for example, and our stomach crying, need to eat something or drink some water. That's easy for us to observe our physical body. But for the mind, sometimes we let it be with the external world too long, with the wandering thoughts too long, with some feelings that distract our mind too long. That led us to waste our time to bring the mind back to the peace journey. For example, before we coming to meditate, we keep the anger or some kind of worry in the mind without notice. So it keep running and stirring in the mind, and then we tend to be with it, cling with it, and we just think that, okay, let it, if it come and if we go by itself, sometimes it's not really work to do so. So please be aware of our mind, that only mind is free from all thoughts. The mind is be contentment, and feel comfortable, feel good in the practice, can lead the mind to be still and find the true peace easily. So if we want to find peace faster, we need to use the technique to let go as much as we can. From the visualization, that we already know that any kind of object we like, bright shining object, or the nature that we imagine in the mind, to let the mind calm first. So the calmness of the mind will automatically dispel the unwanted thoughts out from the mind. And even though it's right there, it's still stirring there, but at least it doesn't affect our mind much. It becomes less and less. Like we greet the unwelcome guests who visiting us at home. And if we don't pay attention to them, we just no greeting anything, just let them come and we don't talk to them. So eventually that person will be like, don't want to stay any longer. Eventually they will leave our home. Treat the warning thoughts like that way. Treat the negative feeling that way by being calm, focused, maintain the mind with our own feeling of peace from the nature, from the visualization, bright shining object with the mantra Samma Arahang, that we can reduce the time that we stay with the distraction too long. And when we meditate, and if we don't do like this, so we feel like why we feel like not really happy, not really peaceful during the practice, because we forget and overlook about how to bring the mind back to the peaceful feeling. That means the comfort. Okay, any way you can bring your mind to be comfortable. Okay, so for me, I use the nature at the beginning and breathing sometimes, and also the image inside myself. So this is my technique. So for yourself, you may think nothing. Okay, you may just clear the mind easily with free your mind if you don't have much running thoughts. Okay, that's the best one. The best one is think nothing, just clear the mind, free the mind there, be with a neutral feeling, and keep it longer, moment by moment, until the end of session. But sometimes difficult, like for many of us who work all day, or sometimes we get some distraction from people around us, from our work, from family, from any kind of work that you may have in mind. So use the technique that I already mentioned. Okay, so this is a pausing. Okay, the pausing is mean we pause our mind to take a look why our minds wander, why we feel uncomfortable. So when stop and pause that, it's like a way we can see in the daily life. Or I would like to compare with the one kind of sport. Okay, one kind of sport that you may want used to see it. This example. Okay, so I think mostly gentlemen, right, who get used to and like to see the NASCAR racing. So this is a example how pausing important in the sport to be the winner in the race. Okay, so this moment that every car had to stop at the pit station to change the tires. Okay, because the tire have been used every second to make the car go fast while driving. Driving means turning to reduce the time to make a turn. They call drifting. Okay, so drifting that we damage the tire surface a lot. So they need to replace the tires. So this is really important. All the car have to do this. For what? To make a perfection of the car, to let the car to get back to the balance and the full performance of the car to go on in the race. If any car don't do this, the car gonna be lose the balance, right? It become the damage of the car, and even the accident, or lead to death, or to lose the race, right? So this is how we can apply this, very similar to meditate. Okay, to meditate. When we meditate, we need to take a pause our practice. Sometimes if we see we lose the balance because of we have a lot of thoughts in the mind, we have the distraction on our physical body. So pausing to bring the perfection, to bring the comfort, both mind, body, and consistency, and the consciousness to the mind. Let the mind back to the peaceful track, to the peace journey again. And then the journey, the time to get to the destination that's already there, will be shorter. Okay, so don't feel like pausing the practice, or let's say easy is a resetting the mind. It's not really waste our time to do so. Okay, it's a refreshing moment for the mind, body, refresh the mind to go on with the right thing. Okay, so it's worthier than spend more time from outside the mind with the beautiful things, but the mind never get back to the center, which is the permanent home of the mind. So it's not really different from we stay the mind outside while we thinking, we planning anything. It doesn't different. Meditation is a way to stop the mind, rest your mind at one point, don't think anything as fast as we can. And then the happiness will come from the stillness, from the purity of the mind, from the space that we can let go all things, all external world. And that is the happiness, peace belong to us. Okay, I think it's a good time for us to start to practice meditation. So now sit back and relax and prepare yourself very well, especially your sitting posture. The body relaxation is very important. Okay, everyone get ready. Now sit comfortably. Any posture you can sit at this time. Any posture you sit and then you feel comfortable. Be aware of the way you sit to make your body relax. Very softly, very gently. Slowly close our eyes. We close our eyes softly and gently. We don't squeeze our eyeballs. We just allow the eyelids touch one another softly. Take it easy to practice meditation. Don't put too much effort in the practice. Then we relax the whole body. We let the physical body to relax and free from tension. We start the relaxation of the muscle around our head. Loosen the muscle around our forehead, down to our face, our cheeks, our chin and our jaw become loosened. Relax the muscle of our neck and shoulders. Let the shoulders dropping down naturally with relaxed and comfortable feeling around our shoulders, our back and our chest. Keep the body upright and relaxed to allow the blood circulation flow freely throughout the body. We continue to relax the muscle of our arms all the way down to the fingertips. Rest our palms on our laps, softly and gently. Loosen all muscles. Let the muscle around our hips to loosen and relax. Relax the muscle of our legs all the way down to the toes. Relax the muscle in every part of the body until you feel entire body becomes soft and gentle, becomes free from tension and stress, becomes soft and gentle little by little. Let us feel this posture. We can sit as long as we can. as long as we like. Let us feel this posture is the perfect one, that we can sit as long as we wish. And if we feel uncomfortable in any part of the body, please readjust it at this time. Once the physical body becomes loosened from stress, becomes relaxed and free from tension, we continue to relax the mind. To relax the mind means to welcome peace and happiness to the mind. We start with the awareness that we maintain attention and awareness with our own self at this moment, here and now. We are sitting alone. Once we close our eyes, it's automatically feel ourselves sitting alone in the vast open space. It is a way to let go all responsibilities as we maintain the mind calm and detached from external world. We just simply let go all worries, anxiety, fear, or any kind of negative feelings that may remain in the mind. Feel like we are the baby that have innocent mind, never had any experience in life before. Be at this moment with peace and joy, with the surroundings that filled with purity, tranquility, so calm and relaxed. Empty our mind from our thoughts by maintaining the mind calm and relaxed. Welcome the mind to the place that we feel comfortable. Anywhere inside the body, just feel the mind there, relaxingly, comfortably, as long as we can. Set free our mind, body from the outside world. Now we may feel the body and mind becomes one with the nature. We may feel entire body, it disappear and transparent. It becomes merged with the air around us, so light and spacious. It is happening by itself once we maintain the mind calm and relaxed. As the mind gradually free from our thoughts, it becomes light and spacious automatically. We just maintain the mind peacefully and relaxingly without any expectation. Just observe the mind right here and now at this present moment where we enjoy peace and happiness from the contentment that we feel with the calmness, with the tranquility from the surroundings and the oneness at the center space. If we can maintain the mind right at the center space, just simply maintain the awareness with our center, the body. It is the source of pure energy and peace. It's the home base of the mind, where it's a permanent home that the mind can be rest and cultivate peace from the stillness. At this moment, we just simply welcome the mind right at center space, or the place we feel comfortable, either inside the body or outside, until the mind becomes free, relaxed. It will gradually move to the center of the body by its own. We just do nothing else. Just be calm, maintain awareness with the moment of peace, with a deep breath in and out that help us to maintain awareness inside the body, with the inner image that we visualize, soft and gentle. Imagine the bright shining object to keep the mind calm at one point, with the bright shining star, the full moon, or the midday sun right at center space. Or repeating the mantra Sammarahang, Sammarahang, Sammarahang. Keep calm with the mantra moment by moment until the mind free from all thoughts, until the mantra fade away by itself. We just simply be calm and maintain the mind peacefully at the center space, moment by moment. Observe our mind with peace and joy. Keep the awareness to stay the contentment at the present, continuously and consistently. Readjust the mind, body, time to times, if we feel uncomfortable. Keep the balance of the mind. Keep the emotional peace and happiness with us. Bring the mind back if the mind loses the balance. Do it like this continuously until the mind is free from all thoughts. Then we just observe the purity and embrace the happiness and peace from within. Now, please continue our own practice in silence. We maintain the mind softly and gently at the center space where we feel comfortable, relaxed, and mindfully with the present moment. Enjoy peace and happiness from soft and gentle mind. Once the mind becomes a standstill further, it becomes spacious and connect with the inner peace naturally. Let us feel more peaceful, so happy. We could experience the inner light and the brightness on different experiences. We just observe every experience with peace and calm without any expectation, with no engagements. Just let it be. Allow the mind to explore the inner space, the peace energy will automatically arise from the center of the body, connecting with the mind to bring more peace and happiness. We would feel so expansive, so bright, so energized from within. We just simply embrace every positive feelings that we gain with happiness, neutral feeling, as long as we wish. As the happiness we occupy our mind consciously, offer motivation for self to stay right here as long as we like. It becomes the energy. Let us feel deep inside happiness, so pure, so clean and bright. As the impurities become less and less, the occult kind of thoughts will gradually disappear from our mind. We would experience the inner purity, the pure love and kindness from our own mind, that we love ourselves. Furthermore, we could embrace our value of life, the value of our own mind, that's so pure, so happy, which is different from outside happiness that stay temporarily. But this kind of happiness is permanent one, that we can connect it every time we maintain the mind at center. We just allow peace energy and happiness to grow and radiate in all directions. Let it become love and kindness that expand, cover our whole body, our whole house, the whole city, wider. Let it expand wider, covering the whole state the whole country, encircling the whole world, and beyond the world, reaching the universe. Let peace and happiness to be shared, that full of love and kindness, be shared with all people and all living beings around the world, to be in peace, to be happy. May they be free from suffering and danger. May they be free from sicknesses, from COVID-19. May they live in harmony, love one another in peace, with no violence and conflict. We share love and kindness with those who pass away from COVID-19. May they rest in peace. May they have the pure mind. We share love and kindness with our beloved ones, our parents, our family member, our friends, teachers, whoever we know and don't know. May they be happy and peaceful. May they be fulfilled with peace and happiness. Be prosperous in their lives. Be well, successful in everything. We are the center of peace energy that full of love and kindness, so bright and clear from within. We are going to make a wish for our own self to allow peace energy to fulfill our good wishes become true easily. Now, please continue our wishes for a while. We maintain the mind peacefully, relaxed and comfortable at the center space. At the end of session, we are going to reconnect the mind with surroundings, with the outside world through physical senses. We just gradually expand our awareness, peace and happiness through the surroundings, where we can touch and feel the warm air. We can hear the environment. We can move our posture while the mind maintains peacefully inside the body. Now very softly, very gently, whenever we are ready, slowly open our eyes. Please have some stretch to let your body become comfortable again. Thank you very much for joining the meditation session altogether with a wisdom talk. Just a small meditation tip with the pausing, right? So in daily life, we can notice pausing as a benefit for every action we do. Start with our own self, with our physical body and mind. Every day in the morning, feel like the beginning of the day. We should fill our life with positive energy, positive things. Start from our thought, our mind first, by meditating, maybe 5 minutes or just few minutes to maintain the mind at the center of the body. and feel like we are lucky to survive, and make your goal. Today I will be the best. Today I will be better than yesterday. I will be nice to everyone, and I will be good in everything. This is the positive goal that we can tell our mind to go on. This is a pausing before we do something else, pausing for the perfect life, pausing for getting ready to fight to cope the world with many things, with negative energy, with many negative situations around us. If we prepare our mind body very well with pausing and get ready for that, so we become the nice person, positive person. And then when we talk and stay with anyone, so everyone can feel our energy. And then the happiness will come, the harmony will come. Start in the family first, co-worker, in the family, in the workplace, wherever we go. So because our mind is full of energy of peace and positive things, so it's no way for us to let the mind with the negative things. This is from the meditation, from the practice of the mind. Don't think that every day is just nothing. Every time we practice is a lesson for us to accumulate the peace energy. Important thing is keep consistency in the mind, day by day, session by session, and you're gonna see the difference, the change, the improvement from ourselves, from observing, from checking, from the first C, the last C, the checking. So this is how we utilize the meditation benefit in our daily life. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you had a great experience from the session today, and hope to see you next time. May you be happy, wealthy, successful in your life. Whenever you meditate, may you attain the inner peace easily without delay. Thank you. Amy, I hope you're there.
I am here. I couldn't
Okay.
click on the iPad. Sorry.
No problem. Yeah, I already gave the blessing for audience.
Yes. Thank you for guiding the meditation tonight.
You're
Venerable
welcome.
Sophon, and also giving us the wisdom talk about pausing. I know it's important to, pause a little bit, and especially during our meditation. So thank you again. And tomorrow is Saturday, so you will be with us tomorrow.
I'll be back tomorrow, same time.
Okay. So thank you everyone who tuned in to Peace Point Meditation for Peace Break here tonight. And don't forget, it is new times now. So tomorrow it will be 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. as well here on Peace Point Meditation, YouTube and Facebook. And before I say goodbye, I would like to go ahead and remind everyone to don't forget to mark your calendar for the full moon event that will take place on July 3rd, 2020, which is on a Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. here on Peace Point Meditation. And Venerable Sophon, you will be sending out the Zoom meeting links to for the invitation, right? I think
Yes.
I said that in the beginning.
Yeah,
so
we have the link.
Okay, yeah, so thank you for confirming that. So we're looking forward to that event with Venerable John. And yeah, so thank you everyone who tuned in to tonight. And I hope that everyone will come back here tomorrow evening for more meditation, more wisdom talk from Venerable Sophon. So with that, I would like to go ahead and say good night and thank you. Have a good weekend, everyone, and see you back here tomorrow, 7 p.m.